Hey, Radiant Mama. Before we dive into today's episode, I have something extra special to share with you. If you're an entrepreneur who is craving connection, support, and real opportunities to grow your business, this is for you. I want to personally invite you to the Mama Means Business Networking and Mastermind event, a monthly virtual gathering designed to bring ambitious, passionate, purpose-driven mompreneurs together. This isn't just another Zoom call. This is where community meets opportunity. Imagine being surrounded by women who get what it's like to juggle motherhood and entrepreneurship, who see your vision and who are there to cheer you on, share resources, and help you shine. You'll walk away from each event with fresh inspiration, new genuine connections, a chance to promote your business, expert insight, and coaching moments, all in a safe space where you're seen, supported, and celebrated. This is how we rise and thrive together. Spots are limited to keep things intentional and impactful. So grab yours now using the link in the show notes. It's only $5 to reserve your seat, and it could be the best $5 you spent on your business and yourself. Better yet, invite a fellow mompreneur to join you and double the magic because, Mama, you're never meant to do this alone. Now, let's get into this episode.
Here I am. I just lost 20 pounds. And guess what? Life wasn't wonderful because I still had that programming in my mind and I needed to break that cycle. So, the key for parents today, don't tell your children that they would be if. They would be smarter if they would just study more. They would be prettier if they washed their face more and cleared up their skin.
Welcome to Radiant Mom Rising. Get ready to be inspired, empowered, and uplifted. I'm your host, Mary Dibble, and in each episode, we dive into amazing stories, insights, and conversations that help moms like you chase your dreams and embrace your worth. Let's rise and shine together. Hey, mamas. I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day this past Sunday. I know I did. I was so blessed. My cousin, as actually was a birthday gift. I guess you could say Mother's Day slash birthday gift. She got us tickets to go watch Angela Johnson Reyes, and it was an amazing show. It was just something we both needed as moms to get away and spend that quality time and have an amazing laugh, good times. And then on Sunday, I got to play pickleball with my husband and my in-laws and brother-in-law. So it was nice, fun. My husband took care of bath time and things like that and allowed me to take it easy. So it was wonderful, and I hope everyone else had a great time. Also, my daughter Brea, who's 5 years old, she brought me home this amazing plant, and I really quickly wanted to share this awesome all about mom thing she filled out about me. So it's like, let me tell you about my mom. My mom is 37 years old, which as of tomorrow, the 16th, I will be 38. So, ooh, Hurley, happy birthday to me. She likes to clean the house. The best thing she cooks is chicken nuggets because everyone knows I'm not the cook in the family. So her favorite food is pasta, which really it's actually steak if anyone knows me, but it's all good. I love it because I do love pasta too. Her favorite thing to do to relax is to watch TV. Yes, I do love my shows, Miss Bray Bray. We like to play together. She is really good at cleaning the house. As you can see, my mom is special because she is a good mom. I love it. That is so amazing. I cracked up with the chicken nuggets. My husband even makes fun of me about that because I am not a cook, but I'm just really grateful. My daughter's amazing and she's doing so well. And of course, as a mom, we're known for cleaning the house, aren't we? So typical. But yeah, I just wanted to share that real quickly. It was amazing. And again, I hope you all had a wonderful time and really got all that you deserve. I know we could use it more on a regular basis, and we need to work on that, ladies. We need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves and really taking the time to envision the future that we know we're meant for while enjoying our now, but really believing in the possibilities that are meant for us. It truly is powerful and a way to really allow ourselves to be open to receive what is meant for us.
And speaking of powerful, in this powerful episode, I'm joined by the amazing Francine Juhlin, a woman who's walked through identity shifts, weight gain, childhood wounds, and self doubt and emerged stronger, bolder, and more aligned than ever. From rewiring her mindset to now guiding others as a coach, speaker, and children's author, Francine brings wisdom that hits home for any mom wanting more for herself and her kids. This conversation isn't just about what she's overcome, it's about what you can overcome too. If you're ready to stop the cycle of insecurity and start showing up with confidence and clarity for yourself and for your children, you don't want to miss this one. Let's dive in.
Welcome back. Today I'm with Francine. Francine, thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you for having me today. I'm so excited.
I am too. And let's get started. How about you introduce yourself to the listeners? Tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Well, my name is Francine Juhlin, and after a 30 some odd year career as an aircraft electrician for the military, I was having this problem, identity crisis. What am I going to be now? My whole life was as an aircraft electrician for the military, and I had no idea what to do next. And then this was about the time I had just come back from Iraq. So there's all of that going on. I gained 100 pounds. I got very unhealthy. And then there's the whole, can I retire? Do I have enough money? What am I going to do? Am I smart enough? Am I enough?
Yes.
And then I went on this big, long, beautiful journey. And I discovered that, yes, I can write a book. Yes, it was boring. And yes, I can make it better. And then I set my self help book into a fairy tale. And that's when people started having fun with it. And that's when I started having fun with figuring out what to do next.
I love
I was a holistic health coach after losing 100 pounds.
that. Wow.
And I was also a public speaking coach. And I recognized that all the habits that my clients were trying to change developed because of negative childhood programming.
Mm.
And that's where I came up with the natural movement
Yeah.
to go to children's programming. So my current mission is to help parents raise strong and confident kids today so we don't have to fix broken adults later. And I say this from the standpoint is, and I was a broken adult because of negative childhood programming, and I've seen it time and time again. And we as adults can break this cycle for the next generation.
Oh, this is amazing and exactly the right thing that we need to be talking about today. I know that from my own journey as well, and it's why I'm so passionate about helping moms because it does start with us. We role model for our children, and the more we teach them about self-love, self-acceptance, self-care, by not only embracing it for ourselves, which is awesome, but it really does. It does. It's a ripple effect onto their development, and that's really what helps them to grow into resilient, strong minded individuals because I was very insecure as a teenager and growing up and who wants that for your own kids, right? So
Right?
it's incredible what you do and please speak more to that for moms who are listening right now. What's a great, you know, first step even for them to start really paying attention and honoring this way that really affects their children?
First, you have to understand where your programming came from.
Mhm.
And okay, let's back up a little bit. When I first started my holistic journey, I lost 20 pounds and ooh, I feel good. And I wanted everyone to buy these products I was using. And then it dawned on me, who's going to buy diet products from someone who still weighs over 200 pounds? And then I recognized that I weighed 200 pounds be, and it wasn't anybody else's fault. It was because of how I was programmed as a child. My aunts told me as a child, you'd be such a pretty girl if you just lost some weight. That stuck with me. And in my mind, from that point on, from I was about 7, 8 years old, from that point on, I thought if I could just lose 20 pounds, life would be wonderful. Well,
Mhm.
here I am. I just lost 20 pounds. And guess what? Life wasn't wonderful because I still had that programming in my mind and I needed to break that cycle. So the key for parents today, don't tell your children that they would be if. They would be smarter if they would just study more. They would be prettier if they washed their face more and cleared up their skin. These are some of the things I've heard from either my podcast guests or people who I have coached. I was a public speaking coach, and one of my clients, well, I'm afraid to get up on stage. Well, how are you going to be a public speaker if you stand behind a lectern hiding your body and all they could see is your face? So we had to break it down. Why did she feel bad? And it wasn't the weight, it was the way her parents programmed her about the weight. Once she changed her mind about how she felt about herself, the weight fell off without her even trying.
Yeah. And that's such a powerful way to be right there. And it's so possible. But you're right. It does start with that awareness of really understanding that, and for me, like growing up and seeing how my mom, dissed herself, I believed I was made in her image. So it's like if she thinks she's fat, then I must be fat. If she thinks this way about herself, then that must be true about me. And then you're right. The way people talk to you, the way they make you feel like you're not good enough. And it's such a powerful movement now that I see within women, like really standing tall and rising above this, because these are lies that have been told to us and that we've taken on to believe is true. And what sucks about that is when you have these beliefs, it creates the realities of your suffering. And it's like enough with that,
Yes.
right?
You are what you think you are.
Exactly.
So if you say, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am good at whatever I do, then you will be.
Yeah. Yes.
If you
And
say you are fat and ugly, then your mind is going to find a way to make you fat and ugly.
Hey, Mama, quick break from the episode because I need to tell you this. Are you tired of feeling stuck, spinning your wheels, knowing deep down you're meant for more, but not quite sure how to get there? Listen up because I've opened up a few one-on-one coaching spots just for moms like you. This is your chance to get personalized, powerful support to help you stop playing small and finally start turning your goals into real life changing results. Whether it's launching your business, building confidence, or finding clarity in the chaos, I've got you. Let's ditch the overwhelm and create the transformation you've been craving with the plan that works for your life. Head on over to marydibblecoaching.com right now and schedule your free Radiant Mom Breakthrough session before those spots fill up. Okay, now let's get back to the show. Absolutely. And it's as simple as that, but it's also not. I mean, it does take work. Tell us a little bit about what that was like for you as you started really doing this work for yourself and some of the struggles that you faced along the way, but just what would you do to keep going?
Well, that deep self reflection is uncomfortable. And I had to learn that I had to get out of my comfort zone if I wanted to change. If I stayed in my comfort zone, which at that time was overeating, drinking 1 or 2 bottles of wine a night, and not exercising because I thought I was handicapped. Once I learned that I could change my body, then I discovered, you know what? Taking a short walk just gets easier every day you take a short walk. And while I was on these short walks every day, they went longer and faster and farther. I started looking at nature. I started discovering things within myself. I would turn on podcasts and listen to strong, healthy individuals and how they think. And wow, maybe I was thinking about this all wrong. And guess what?
Mm.
All the people who told me I needed to meditate, and I said, well, I can't do that. There's so many crazy things in my head. Oh, I can't do that. Well, guess what? These walks I took every day at lunchtime in nature was a form of meditation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's about finding what works for you. And it's and now right there too is a huge part of what I love to teach moms is the baby steps. Like we tend to want to take it all on and do all the things like we always normally do because that's how a lot of us have been conditioned, especially through society, that moms have to take carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. And it's like, nah, no, 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 we sure don't. We can actually take small steps towards our dreams. And you would be surprised by how much you actually accomplish with that. And it's a great way to retrain your brain who's been fighting you all along. Because when you push it into wanting to do all these things or have these huge big dreams and you feel like, oh, I need it now, 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 that does lead you to overwhelm and burnout and all those things. So I love that you talked about how it's as simple as just starting a walk and how but they grew, right? And that's the thing too. We don't realize it's like, I guarantee, like you said, and first of all, I want to thank you for your service because I have the utmost respect for our veterans. Love it, love it, love it. So thank you so much for your time with that. And I love that you also did something with your life. It breaks my heart when I see veterans come back here and lose themselves and don't get treated the way they should be treated. And the fact that you created this amazing business and this life and that you're going out there and making such an impact, especially for children, because they are the next generation. They're the next ones who are going to be in charge, who are going to be having to live life and run the world. And so we want powerful, strong-minded, strong-willed children out there who are not going to be pushovers or who are not going to sit here and be run all over or insecure or even, you know, I hate to say it, but committing suicide before they even get that chance because there's so much pressure on us as children of expectations and what you should or shouldn't do in life, right? And I'm sure you've seen that a lot. But I just want to say it is truly beautiful to see what you've accomplished and what you've done. I can't even imagine like how that came to be. Could tell us a little bit about that because I feel like the beginning, just getting started, being a speaker, being starting a business is always the scariest part. So, can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
I just want to I want to share this
Oh,
analogy because
yeah.
I thought I had to work 10 hours a day and I had to stay up late at night to get all this work done. And I
Yeah.
had to, take care of my husband and take care of the animals and take care of my family and take care of. Well, let me just show you this glass. It's apple juice, by the way.
Ah, yummy.
See how this glass is not full?
Mhm.
This glass is for me. This is all mine. Once I pour more in there and it starts overflowing, that's what I could give to the rest of the world. Once I learned that, I stopped living in deficit,
Mm.
which gave me more to give.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't pour from an empty cup. So that's
Yeah,
why, yeah, it's really so powerful of a movement just to take these small steps towards your dreams. And like I said, look at you. I mean, you're someone who you even had that point of writing books at first and it really wasn't working out. Like, what kept you going?
I'm stubborn.
I love
I'm stubborn.
it. Yes.
I wanted to write a book and
Mhm.
I was in a doctoral program and I had an unfinished dissertation that I wanted to get published. So I took what I wrote for organizational psychology and corporate change management and I changed it to personal change. And I developed the 6-step process of personal change, which led to my metamorphosis. But who wants to read? Step 1 is to meditate. Step 2 is to find out what's. When I decided to turn that into a fairy tale, that's when it dawned on me if I could entertain people with a message, that's when I'm really going to reach people. And I started reaching adults. And then I'm also, because I'm a public speaker, I do the physical comedy and the funny voices. And I was told this needs to be for kids.
Love it.
That's how I became the children's book author and have a children's program now.
Ain't that incredible? And it's like so cool because you don't really go setting yourself out for that, but it's like you just took one thing at a time and just put yourself
Yeah,
out there and allowed yourself to learn and grow. So anyone listening, we just encourage you to take that small step today and just make something happen. Just do one little thing towards a goal that you have set for yourself or that you hope to achieve, and don't worry about the rest. Really just step
right.
into who you are and just open yourself up to receive the blessings that are already there for you, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. And I'm so excited, Francine, for you and all that you've accomplished. Tell us a little bit about, before I know we're getting close to our time, but tell us a little bit about, like, what it looks like working with you now or what you have available, and where can people find you?
What I have right now is, of course, my children's books on Amazon.
Awesome.
And I also have the Confidence Club for Kids, which is an online program. I have what's called the Playroom, where I have science videos and interactive activities. I went, and the character in my book is Princess Francy. Princess Francy went out and picked out her new glasses and made a video on it. And I do networking with the kids, and we watch that video together and talk about being different and really what makes us similar to each other. So it's not as scary to feel different because there's other people that feel the same way you do. So that's the online program. It's housed in my website, personalchangewarriors.com.
Love it. Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful. And of course, I always love to open up the floor for any final piece of advice from the listeners out there.
The final piece of advice is just do it. And if you don't do it right, learn from the experience and try again. And please, I want to tell everybody there's a free newsletter you could join on my website, and it offers the first activity for kids to design their own superhero. And it's a great opportunity to open up the flow of creativity with your child and share in the experience and get to really know each other on that deep creative level.
Oh, that's beautiful. What an amazing thing. I love that you have that to offer. So definitely go check that out and get started, because there's nothing like that bonding time too with our children. It's so
Right.
important because when you stay connected with them and you teach them first social skills like that, they have the conversations. Not only is it a great skill for them to develop, but it's also a great way to stay up to date of what's going on in their lives. You allow them to have that space where they can actually really show up and talk to you and share through the ups and the downs, because we all know what it's like in school. I mean, I know growing up it was not easy dealing with that. And when you don't have that support system, it makes it even harder. So it's,
Well, you could even learn a lot about your child. One parent
yeah.
learned that they were lacking that self-esteem.
Hmm.
Well, I would just be invisible as the superhero. Well, why? Well, because I really don't want anyone to see me. How powerful is it for a parent to recognize that in their kid and find out why? What's the root cause of that?
That is powerful. And I mean, that right there would take some work too, of really reshifting of their
Right.
mindset right there. That's a challenge in itself. So if anyone needs support, Francine's here for you. And I appreciate you so much for sharing this wisdom and just doing all that you do. You're amazing, and children need you, parents need you. And again, it's been an honor having you on the show.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course.
Such a powerful conversation. Here are the key takeaways from today's episode. You have the power to rewrite your story. No matter what you've been through or how long you've struggled, the first step to transformation is awareness. You can stop passing down insecurities. When you begin healing your inner child and questioning old beliefs, you model confidence and resilience for your kids. You don't need a perfect plan to start. Small, intentional steps towards your goals build momentum. Focus on progress, not perfection. You deserve to feel confident in your voice. Whether it's speaking on stage or speaking to your child, your words carry power. You can learn to use them with clarity and courage. You can raise confident kids without having it all figured out. Parenting with awareness and intention is more powerful than perfection. You're already doing more than you think. You're not alone in the struggle. Francine's Confidence Club for Kids shows how community and coaching can help kids and parents grow together in self-worth and courage. Be sure to check out more on Francine at personalchangewarriors.com. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to share it with a mom friend and leave us a review. It is most helpful and only takes a moment of your time. If you are a mom in business, be sure to follow me on Eventbrite and join us for the next Mama Means Business networking event to make new connections, grow your network, find collaboration opportunities, and get the support you deserve so you thrive in both business and life. I hope to see you at our next event. And Mama, before you go, I want you to know that I'm opening just a few exclusive one-on-one coaching spots for moms who are ready for real transformation. If you're tired of playing small, feeling stuck, or putting everyone else first while your own dreams sit on the back burner, this is your moment. This is for the woman who knows she's meant for more, the mom who's ready to step into her full power, create a life she loves, and finally start moving toward the goals that have been calling her heart. With loving guidance, personalized support, and a plan tailored to you, we'll work together to create the results you deserve for yourself and your family. So if you're ready to turn things around and start showing up as the version of you that's been waiting to break free, head over to marydibblecoaching.com and schedule your free consultation today. Let's uncover what's been holding you back and map out your next bold, beautiful step forward. Thank you so much for tuning in.